Hello again. This is part 2 of Pepsi 12-pack homemade baseball hat. There's the inside after you go through and taping your triangle pieces together. Once you angle them in, it kind of gets a little funky because you're gonna have this little dibby point right there, and you're going to want to try your best to get your tape well cornered in there, and do that all the way around here. Now this piece is that duct tape sheet I told you about that I was going to cut out, and if I needed to make it an adjustable snapback, which I am going to have to, because this is about probably about that much too big on me. And so right now I'm just trying to fuss with this to get it out of the shade here, to get this bottom brim piece on. And that's what this line of duct tape here is for. And as you can see, I already cut slits to be able to curve, and then I got two other small pieces of duct tape that I'm going to do the same thing to. Put a small chunk right there on that side, and put this another small chunk on that side to be able to grab this, as much of this side of the hat as possible. So I'm going to set the camera down, then I'm going to try and fuss with getting this ball cap brim on here. And it is not really proving anything successful, but eye it up as best as you can. I know y'all probably can't see what I'm doing here. Here, let me burn it up a little bit. What I want to try and do is eye this up as best as you can, and bring a couple flaps down, so that way you can actually get a better idea of how this thing is supposed to bend and how everything is supposed to work or going to work. Yeah, my deepest apologies if most of this you can't see. I'm just going to get this taped up and I'm going to show you. So here, after I had taped it down on the inside, I got this other part of the brim. Apparently I did the wrong one, but I can always switch that out later. But to give you guys the general idea, this other brim is gonna be sitting right there, because the idea is to get these on the brim, sandwich these little slivers, if you want to call them that, sandwiched in between the two, have the majority of the tape on the inside, so that way the majority of what shows on the outside is the actual hat itself. And it's it curved real nicely. I like it. I think it's awesome. And now if I can just get the top layer here to actually do the same thing, it'd be even more awesome. But like I said, I would have to actually switch this out, switch this brim out, because this is actually going to be the bottom layer, because this is where I drew that line for the other triangle piece here. I decided to go with the duct tape back end. So wow, almost another 6 minutes, and this seemed like a very short this seems like a very short video. So I may have said in my first video of this I was going to run through the pattern measurements again. I'm not going to have time to do it with this video. I will definitely do it on the next video. That way I can make my adjustments that I need to. I can get the smaller duct tape pieces on the sides here, and I can get this brim sandwiched together, and then I can at least start laying out some duct tape for the trim. But like I said, I'm going to have to cut this one short. Again, comment below, good or bad. It's all good learning experience for everybody. So I'll see you guys in part 3. Bye bye.